It's time to introduce another Jump franchise. I am so proud of producer Kate and all our crew back in Los Angeles. Yes, the phenomenon this season we like to call load management. Kawhi Leonard absolutely been the star of load management this season. Now, back at the draft lottery, I asked Commissioner Adam Silver whether this was going to lead to a whole spate of player arrests. Take a listen.
No, I don't think other players are going to want to copy Kawhi because remember, he missed almost the entire last season. So I view that very differently. That's not rest, load management, that's recovery. I mean, he was coming off, a very serious, again, almost full season injury. So that's something separate. But in terms of an 82-game season, I think there's nothing magical about that number.
So I'm at a little context here. He was answering a question about, I said, look, there have been calls for shortening the season. Kawhi Leonard basically shortened his own regular season. He later called the regular season games practices. And then he told me during these finals, hey, without that load management, I wouldn't be playing in these finals. So that's what I was asking Commissioner Silver about. But you guys agree with him that it's not going to lead other players to do it?
No. I think Commissioner Silver is on top of it. Kawhi Leonard was coming off of a huge injury last year, and their team is capable of letting him sit down and rest. And you see his production has been amazing this postseason. So other teams can't do that. You can't just say, hey, Bradley Beal, you ain't going to play. Hey, Kemba, you can't play, or else they're not going to win. They had the ability in their deep bench to play all those guys and to give Kawhi those breaks.
Yeah, and I think because he was a free agent, they wanted him to be as comfortable as possible. Yes. Whatever you want, Kawhi, if we're going to keep you no back-to-backs. And understand, I know that this is new for Kawhi, and we're talking a lot about it because of the success, but Greg Popovich has done this for years. Pat Riley done it for years. LeBron James, famously, it started to become an issue when he just wouldn't go play in a road game on a back-to-back, and then it becomes an issue. This is a smart move by the Toronto Raptors and Kawhi Leonard coming off a big injury. But for the most part, I think everything should be done case by case than just saying we're going to load manage the stars, because it's not always going to work out very well for the stars.
I think the truth will end up somewhere in the middle next year, right? Yeah. I think you might see guys doing it a little more, but to your point, not every team can afford to do it as much as Kawhi did it. Yeah. I do know they're continuing to look at the season, how long it is, what else they can do to make it a little bit more exciting in the middle of the season, and I think this all will help build toward that.
Well, and understand there's guys out here, when you're talking about all NBA and you can make $30 million more, or you have the Supermax, you don't want to be just taking 10, 12 games off and allowing other people. I remember James Harden and them said that, because they played in all 82 games when him and Westbrook were going in there in the MVP race. And they wanted to say, look, I played every single game. So yes.
He played all 82, but he played most of
the games, yes. And so I think that's where it gets that balance. Guys are fighting for things out here, not just play out. They're fighting for contracts and extra years.
It's true. Kawhi did still make All-NBA. Now, he didn't make first team, which is what he probably would have made if he played the whole season, but that's not how the bonuses work. They work if you just make it or don't make it.
I think he's doing perfectly fine right now.
He's doing okay.
He's good.
He's doing all right.